Welcome to Manifesting Wednesdays. Yes. Manifesting Wednesdays. 4 steps of manifesting. You do it unconsciously. Now it's time to be conscious creators. Welcome, TikTok. So I am streaming on both platforms. YouTube, Prosperous Living with Toyia. TikTok, Prosperous Living with _T. And so it's all about creating the life we want by being conscious of our thoughts. Conscious of our thoughts. This is so important because our thoughts create our reality. Our thoughts create our reality. What we think about, we bring about. If you want life to be different, you have to change the way you think. Change the way you think, and then everything changes. Everything changes when you change the way you think. Bring this closer. I need to. Still adjusting my camera. Open here on YouTube. Bear with me. Hey, Rich Rising, Kevin, welcome. So, Prosperous Living with Toyia on YouTube and Prosperous Living with T on TikTok. The 4 steps of manifesting: decide, give thanks, believe, receive. You do this unconsciously. Now you want to be conscious and be deliberate about your manifestations, about what you're bringing forth into your reality. I know manifestation seems like something like a tool that you use, like it's, but it's not. Manifestation is the effect of what's going on within. So your world is the manifestation. Your world is the effect. And the cause are your thoughts. Your cause is mental. It's what you're thinking, you're creating. That's it. It's so simple. We want it to be more complicated than that, but that is the most simplest way to say it. That your thoughts are things, that your world is the manifestation. That's the effects. It's the result of your thinking. That's how it goes. So like the live, share the live, comment if you have questions regarding manifesting. That's what we talk about Manifesting Wednesdays, regarding your SPs, your finances, your health, your emotional, mental, spiritual health. Yep. Manifesting is going on involuntarily. Yep. Just like your breathing, just like your lungs, just like the blood circulating, just like your digestive system, all of that is happening without you having to do anything. You don't have to do anything to make whatever's going on internally take place. It's the same thing externally. You don't have to do anything. We've just been conditioned to do. That's the error. Hey, friend. Hey, Mia Slay. Welcome. But just like everything you choose to do, or everything that you're doing is based off a choice, right? Like, we're creative. So yes, you want to show forth your gifts. So some of your gifts may be organization. Some of your gifts may be sculpting, painting, writing, communication, right? You may be an actor or model. You may play sports, whatever it is that is in you to express to the world. That's what you should be doing. Thank you. Thank you. So double tap the screen. Like the live on YouTube. Share the live. That's okay. That's okay. You're welcome. It's okay. We talk about the simplification of manifestation, right? Understanding that it's our thoughts, right? And I know people try to add additional steps to the recipe, and they start telling you, well, if you want to manifest, well, first you got to regulate your nervous system. But first you got to do inner work. But first you got to do shadow work. I'm going to reference the scripture because I like to reference the script, because the script is our blueprint. It is our manual. It is our manual script, right? What does the script tell you? To come as a child. Does a child, if you tell a child, well, if you want that bike, first you got to regulate your nervous system, they're going to look at you like, what? If you want friends in kindergarten, you got to first regulate your nervous system. The child is going to regulate what is that? How do I do that? What are you talking about? See how adults complicate things? Because people want to sound all scientific, right? They want to get all deep with it. They gotta like, oh, I know something you don't know. You don't know that your nervous system is all out of whack. Really? Because that, to me, that's not coming as a child. That's complicating life. And now you're too adulterated for this truth, because you want to complicate. You want to take what's easy and make it difficult. Hey, user 433. It's been a while. Hello, Cheryl. Hello. Right? Because children don't know anything about nervous system, deregulation, regulation. They don't know about spiritual psychosis. They don't know anything about spiraling and being triggered. Now, they may know triggered or crashing out because that's the new trending phrase to say. So yes, a first grader may know what you mean when you say that, because they know that you're saying that you're really, really mad, that you're really, really have uncontrolled anger that you're expressing. So yeah, they may know what you say when you say, I crashed out. They may know what you mean by that, because they know that you have uncontrollable anger, that you don't have emotional intelligence. Hello, I am. Hello. Welcome. And so stop self-diagnosing yourself. Stop self-diagnosing yourself. And let life be simple. 10K the easy way. Double tap the screen. Double tap the screen. 10K the easy way on TikTok, YouTube. Like and share the live. Because whatever you're feeling, you get to name those emotions. You get to name them. You get to call it whatever it is. Because your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between you being nervous, you being fearful, or you being excited. It doesn't know. You get to tell it. So if you tell yourself you're fearful, then that's what you're going to create, fearful circumstances. But if you say, oh, well, actually, my body is just excited, it's anticipating what's going on, it's anticipating the good, it's anticipating, whatever it is that you're desiring, whatever you think you're afraid of experiencing, just say that you're actually anticipating a great experience, right? Because again, those who have studied the mind, right, they tell us the subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's not real. That's why the question is, what's real and what's not real? So whatever you say it is. We call things real. The world call things real based on the five senses, right? But the subconscious doesn't differentiate between what you see internally in your mind and what you see in your hand, right? What you can see with your physical eye. It doesn't Because you can close your eyes and imagine a lemon, that you slice the lemon and that you can smell the lemon. Because you know because you have agreed to what a lemon smells like. You could do that right now. You could close your eyes, imagine you have something to cut with, right? Something to slice the lemon, see the lemon, see yourself holding, the shape of it, the touch of it, the feel of it. See yourself slicing it. See that the juices squirt out as you slice, and you can smell the juice. So, is the lemon real? Is the lemon real? Even though you don't physically have a lemon with you, even though you're not physically smelling the lemon, is the lemon real? Well, to the subconscious mind, it is. To the subconscious mind, it is real. Hey, Andrea. Yep. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, can you woo woo? Thank you. Yep, Kevin. Yep, Kev says, which is why you can watch a movie or favorite show and still go through the same emotions, right? Yeah. You're watching a TV screen and a TV screen or a movie screen and you're crying and you're scared and you're anxious and you're nervous and you're going through, right? You're going through a roller coaster of emotions depending on the type of film that you're watching or the television show you're watching. Even though you're not personally experiencing anything, the characters on the screen are experiencing it, yet you're feeling all the emotions associated with their experience because it's like you're there. You've gotten so entrenched into what's going on that you have become one with the movie. You feel like you're the one being chased. You're the one that's being let down. You're the one that's being, experiencing the joy, the excitement, or the disappointment. Hey, goddess, welcome. I can talk about whatever I want to talk about. Yes, I'm using a lemon as an example to show you that real is subjective. Real and unreal are subjective. That the life is subjective, then it becomes objective. It's both subjective and objective, right? The subjective creates the objective, right? Because your emotions, your thoughts, your feelings, all of that is subjective. And then it becomes something that you can perceive with the five senses, right? So just decide what it is that you want in reality. What do you want to experience in your world? That's what you call reality. What is it that you want? What do you want to experience? Because you can have whatever you want. What is it that you want? You have to talk to yourself. Because maybe in the beginning you were telling yourself, oh, I can't want that. That's too big. I don't know anyone else that has it, or I've never seen this happen before. I've never seen anyone do it. That's your reasoning mind trying to dictate reality, because the reasoning mind thinks it's supposed to know how a thing can be done, when the reasoning mind will be showed what can be done. Because all things are possible to the imagination. You can imagine anything. Anything. And the moment you make it real for you, which means you see yourself being it, you see yourself doing it, you see yourself having it, then whatever needs to happen will happen for that thing to come into your reality. Whatever needs to happen, whatever people, whatever circumstances, Neville Goddard calls it the bridge of incidents that takes place, right? Whatever it is, whatever, because you're going to get an idea. You may get an idea. Someone may come into your experience, like things, and you're not going to know what's going to happen. And that's the part we kind of get stuck. We want to know the how, right? We want to know the how. And some things you like Kevin would always say, now you don't need faith for things you know what's going to happen, right? Like you know what to do. Like you have a car, you want to go to a store, you know how you're going to get there. That does not require faith to say, oh, I'm going to go shopping today. You know you got money in the bank. You know the car is sitting outside. You know the car has gas in it. You know all these things. So does that take faith to go to the grocery store or go out shopping or go to the restaurant? No, that does not require faith. Faith is required for the things you don't know how, you cannot see. All right? So you're saying, oh, I want to be the first millionaire in my family, and you don't know how and what steps to make that become your reality. That requires faith. That's where faith is required. To believe that I can be the first millionaire in my family and I don't have 2 nickels to rub together. I'd have never even met anybody that was a so-called millionaire. I've only seen them on TV and social media. I have no idea how to even contemplate what $1 million looks like. Like I know it said, it's 10 100,000s, but what does that really look like? Like, is $1 million a lot of money? That's subjective too, right? $1 million is subjective because to some people they were like, oh, $1 million, that ain't nothing. And to somebody else, $1 million would change my life, right? It depends on how are you perceiving it. But I was saying it doesn't matter what walk of life. $1 million is $1 million, and you could do something with $1 million, regardless if you make hundreds of millions of dollars, or if you only made thousands of dollars. $1 million is a nice little coin. Oh, yes. Hello, Magnetic. Welcome. What would I do first if I had over $10 million? Put it in a trust. It would go into a trust, and I would create a trust fund. I'll create a trust fund to draw off. And then I would make sure I had a good, CPA, look into investments. But the very first thing I would get with like in my city, I don't know if Northern Trust is all over the country, but it's this bank called Northern Trust. I will go there and have them set me up a trust fund. Hey, Tam B. Why would I need the home before the trust? I already have a nice home. I mean, I could upgrade, right? If that's something I wanted to do, but I already have a nice home. I mean, I'm not saying that I probably wouldn't upgrade, but you asked me what the first thing I would do. And so the first thing that I would do would put my money in the trust, and then the home would be purchased in the trust. Kevin says I do have the $10 million. Right, my $2 million will be going in the trust, and then anything I purchase it will be purchased in the name of the trust. So the land, the properties will be in the trust's name, right? And I will be the beneficiary. I will be the trustee, right? Yes, Ray. Yes, Ray, all day. Yes. Kevin said, ask me to explain. Yes. Yep. Whatever you know. But you have to decide what you would do, right? That's how you would think. That's how you would think, right? But I already know. I already know that my lump sum of money is going into a trust. I already know that. So it's already in the trust. Hey, Kev.
Hey, my favorite.
How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I'm great, of course, as always.
Of course. Those things that are unseen do appear as seen. As Reverend Ike says, you don't have to be told that you have a certain thing. You just have to be aware that it already exists and that you already have it. That's what manifesting does. It pulls that thing which does not appear into the scene. They're not they're not going to print an additional $10 million just for you. It already exists. Everything has already been created. You are already perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing needs to be added to you. You have every single minute thing that you can desire. It's already there. The house you're in right now, it existed in the unseen before it appeared in the scene. You just had to manifest it,
Yep.
bring it out of that unseen, which is the imagination, your reality, and you just had to bring it,
Mm-hmm.
collapse it into the material. But it was always there for you. I mean, if I tried to get the house that belonged to you, I wouldn't be able to do it because it's your house. I mean, when we were Christians, we like to say, what God has for me, it's for me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what your imagination